just going to start from the beginning. Okay. Thank you for being present on Zoom to celebrate with us today amidst a viral pandemic and the much older pandemic of anti-Blackness and systemic racism. It feels strange to know how to celebrate when there is so much pain and injustice still present today and so much work of all kinds waiting for us. The day I found out I was staying in California for residency, I cried into the ocean. I felt great relief and gratitude. And shortly thereafter, I could not stop wondering about who I would be paired with for the next 4 years. I remember just asking the universe, just please let me have just one person that I can connect with for this big journey. After we started in July of 2016, I soon realized I had not one, not two, but 3 women, spoiled with 3 humans that I adore and respect with my whole being. I'll start with Susan. Susan, your lightheartedness is medicinal. You have always been there, ready to laugh with me in all the silliness and all the madness and our mutual understanding that we are the unorganized ones out of the 4 and we love it that way. Yet you are so thorough and live for the details. You took note writing to a whole new level. You turned it into an art, a sport even, and you were the main competitor. I deeply respect your passion for advocating for what is right in a relentless fashion. You look out for others, you notice the struggle, you reach out, you ask the hard questions, you speak up. I will always support you doing you. Tara. Tara, you steered the ship and kept us afloat amidst all the tumultuous waves of this past year. You have gone above and beyond what was expected of you, and most people did not see the sacrifices you made. Your focus is an arrow, and you have inspired me to sharpen my own. Your loyal heart is powerful and intuitive. On one of the hardest days of residency, we sat on the floor in an empty labor room and you placed your forehead against mine. And you just held me there in a quiet wisdom that told me it was going to be okay. I will never forget that moment. Mo. You are a tireless champion. I honestly do not know how you do it, but you showed us it is doable. You became a mom, you got into fellowship, and you revolutionized our education, all with a steady pace and grace. You are so efficient with your mental energy. You are one of the most generous hearts and intelligent brains I know. You are soft and fierce in unexpected ways. You have, hands down, had the best quotes out of us 4. One of my favorites is, life has a good plan for me. Your grounded nature inspires me to trust in the unknown. I would do anything for you. As I look back, one of the things I am most proud of during residency is our solidarity. I will always be grateful for the immense gift and chance of you 3. I love you and celebrate you. Lastly, and most importantly, I want to acknowledge the patients. It is crucial to remember and honor that the patients who allow us to be doctors are primarily women of color and women of lower socioeconomic status. Mostly Latina women, first, second, third generation immigrants from Mexico, who themselves or their parents or grandparents work in the fields picking our country's food, who work cleaning houses in our workspaces. I want to remember and honor the women who are incarcerated, the women who are homeless, the women who didn't have any other choice. From day 1 of training, we are given immediate trust from the patients, a privilege we received largely due to just a lack of theirs. We are in a position of power as doctors, propped up even higher due to the social inequalities of the area we work in. And this is something that we benefit from, even if we are providing quality care. These patients make it possible for us to become OBGYNs. And there were many tired days when I forgot this truth. I want to honor grief and loss. They have been powerful teachers. I want to honor and remember Mrs. P, my first maternal death, who died March 2018, shortly after delivering her beautiful baby. I also want to honor and remember Dr. Edward Yamoa, who passed away in December 2019, who was Mrs. P's anesthesiologist that night of her tragic death. His grace, strength, and excellence continue to guide me. To say this residency program works hard is an understatement. I have never been part of a team who works this intensely, who endures so much, things that our families and friends may never see. And that is our residents and our attendings and our nursing staff. We have shown each other, and our patients have shown us, that the human spirit is indeed resilient and capable. This work can be deeply satisfying, and it can be isolating. It deals with the sacred, and it is humbling. There is very little time to pause and process all we experience in our day-to-day, yet alone this larger social issues. But we must. I'm just now learning about the history of American gynecology, that the origins and surgical developments of this profession are steeped in racism and abusing the bodies of Black women slaves. The data shows this history is still relevant. And now I know it is part of my job to dissect how and why, and how I am a part of this problem. It is time for me to dive into that discomfort with all the discipline, courage, and humility I have gathered in residency. Thank you.